warning signal, basically warning you. Yet another warning sign from like what happened in the previous movie. I enjoyed you know, because the movie's called The Bat. I definitely say it's one of the prominent movies of 1959. With realistic imagery shown of a bat. Great Richard Pryor role. Great editing, producing, production, just everything. And like house too, when the camera pans. That's something I noticed and picked up on a lot as well. A lot of panning of the camera, which, when done sparingly, is an integral part of a film. It's different, it's creative. It's not done a lot in movies as well. So when it is done, to me, it's special because it's not done to a repetitive state or repetitive nature. It's not constantly used. It's something they only use very sparingly in certain films that you gotta notice and pick up on, know that they're doing it in films. Richard Price telling us will be just as safe as any of the other victims murdered by the bat. I'd say the guy who played the character of the bat with the all black nature, like a bat fit, I'd say he did sparingly well. Like, wasn't too familiar with the actor, but still thought he did great. If I dig more into his filmography, I could be used to him. Sorry, y'all, my nicotine cravings be high. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Hop over guardrail. Okay, cool. Cutting. Something or somebody's house. I don't know how to describe what that is he was cutting, but he was cutting something. Cool. You see his first victim, a man waiting there, and that's when he stabs him to death in a scene which came off authentic, genuine, and realistic to the eyes. He's just mysterious, the bat killer. He has instincts of a bat. That's the whole point of the film. That he has instincts of a bat. What's popping? Brand new whip just hopped in. I got options. I'm gonna pass that bitch like Stockton. But yeah, very interesting. Kind of looking through the door with the, then another woman, her face looking worried and anxious and nervous about, the bat killer. Looking over their shoulder. I'm not gonna regurgitate. Woman, she wasn't even really looking at the bat. She was looking away. That's when he creeps up on her. Way, he puts his hands out as if he's gonna harm her. I'm glad she was smart and decided to get away before it got dangerous. Just that self-awareness, the instinct. Look, bro, I enjoyed her. I'm not too familiar with her body of work, although it did seem to be in stuff I knew about, but I'm still not too, like, keen on her. Pretty good scene. Cat and mouse chase. Blade, title card. Title of the movie. That looks great. I'm not going to regurgitate that. Out of the casket, and it says when it flies, it dies. Title card. That was perfectly timed. As soon as the bats, multiple, comes out of the casket, you know it was serious. Woo-hoo! Shout out to the fourth. A woman, after noticing it right away, she gets up out of her sleep in fear of getting bit and having a spider bite, which is a smart initial reaction. Get up out of there. Wake up before it even happens. Shoo it away. And, or get an exterminator. If that's the case, that'll solve your bat problem, or any, rodents or anything like that. What my grand did when we had rat problems, and this other dude who came across like a lawyer. I think there was a woman in the scene too, unless it was just them two. But yeah, he asked how long he's been dead. He said that's about no teeth. He retorted back, I don't know. They did check his pulse. Obviously he wasn't breathing because he's dead. Very enjoyable scene. And that is the way it came off. We got 15. Watch it dip down. Talking basically, saying the bat never leaves any motives. Which, I never killed anybody, never caught a body, never did any of that. But in my honest opinion, if you're gonna do some dirt or harm anybody for revenge or just because you don't like them, don't leave any fingerprints, trace around, because that's an easy way to get caught up. You feel me? I've had to carry stuff to get my stuff back. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I didn't do anything, but still I had a face mask on, hoodie on. Not really discriminating myself or nothing. I'm just saying, like, I never snitch on myself. I've never been a rat. Just saying, I keep those away from me. I don't associate with snitches. For real, I have a low tolerance for snitches. I have a high respect for real people. That's why I admire those who could just walk through the room and just own that bitch. You feel me? But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Lady walking to the room, she sees the bat, and then next thing leads to another. I'm assuming he was gonna try to kill her, but she was a step ahead of him and knew it all along, which self-awareness, smartness, thinking smartly, and all this and that. That's my whole depiction of that on that topic. They're down. What the fuck? What? That's kind of weak. I mean, it's not. It's not bad. It's not like he hit her or killed her. So smart killer alert. Or he seen she wasn't like, he figured like, nah, I ain't gonna wear it like that. She was no threat, so he didn't feel like he needed to do that. It was no motive unless he liked her. So I like you, so I'm gonna keep you alive. Kind of convoluted, but okay. Cool. Carrying out a coffin. I'm assuming it's that guy who had been stabbed up. Like glorifying it. I'll try to make it seem cool, but how they carried out the coffin and how they had all the fucking doctors or people who carry out people in the coffins. It came off realistic, very real elements, very like interesting, very good scene, very self-aware. Just great literature, great art, just amazing. I enjoyed that as well. It comes closer and closer. Title card. Cool, like they're immune to it, but they probably felt as if they can't fall victim to the vat. It's interesting mindset. Narration telling us that the bat is waiting for you, which I thought was awesome. Throughout this whole movie, you could hear him giving narrations, which he does it in a few movies, He wasn't always a narrator in films, that being Vincent Price, but when he does narrate in movies, it's pretty interesting, to say the least. Like the Buddy Guy said, he has that great Vincent Price voice, and you could hear that great Vincent Price voice throughout all of this movie being narrated to me, which I love to hear, no homo, but he's just one of them actors that, just like a Morgan Freeman, they have them distinct, great voices to them that makes them powerful captivating, interesting, and just watchable. You have to watch their movies. You feel me? Lane Edwards, I wasn't too familiar with. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I wasn't too familiar with them as actors and actors. Vincent Price is the only name that I was really familiar with. Great title card, although just bland. Nothing really special to it. I love the black and white movies. Of course, when done sparingly. Sometimes, like I said before, even if it's like an old school movie, it has to have some color to it, because I don't know why I said he watch, but yeah, go ahead. Cat mouse game. I'm assuming the black-haired girl is Elaine Edwards. He chases her down the steps, grabs her hair at first. She starts falling. He stabs her up, which is brutal, messed up. I don't condone that, but it is what it is. What would have made it even that much more realistic. 60s movies and all that. Bro, shit, like, you rarely see the blood when they, like, get stabbed or killed, so to me, that's something, like, if we can see that, like, frequently, like, if we get blood in a movie, like, frequently sometimes, like, doesn't have to be used all the time, but still very redeeming element to see blood shed in a film, especially for the 90s. These women hold up on each other out of fear. It's great. Uh, which is great. Basically telling us, like, you might be the next victim. What the fuck? But yeah, that was intriguing. Cody to regurgitate it. And that's in the trailer, which was a great trailer. The Bat from 1950, yeah. It's a very prominent movie. It's probably one of the best movies, honestly, of 1959. One of the best mystery movies. It's not the first time I watched movies with bats in it. There were a few past movies that I've seen with bats. Shit, Batman, it's a whole different, that's Marvel, but Batman, it's not really with bats, but it's about a man whose name is Batman. I enjoy those movies. It was Batman and Robin, and growing up, them type of movies. Superman, Batman, Robin. There's bats in that. Like, I wonder what his ulterior motive was. Like, it never really gave a motive on why he killed. Was he out for blood? Like, was he just a cold-blooded killer? Like the Bat in 1959. Was he just a Batman who killed off people because he felt like he could? Or wanted to? It's still very good. You guys haven't seen the Bat from 1959, we'll watch it, critique it. Give me your thoughts and opinions on it as well. Let me see if our views align or match up as far as thought process on it goes, and if we agree and have the same beliefs on the movie or not. We really think I'll put this movie over Halloween 5 for Desperation any day because it lacks any story, any real symbolism, any real character development, any of that shit for that matter. Just either of those movies. Nothing good to them. Halloween 5, Creepshow 3. I was a fan of the original Creepshow with Tales of the Crypt and those types of movies. But Desperation, even The Bag of Bones, because they took the life of a singer who was beat on, and she did the song "Hit the Road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more." They touched upon her life a little in the movie, on how these guys had, some people said it wasn't good, but to me, a lot of times what people don't like, because I have my own opinion, I'm my own person, certain things people don't like, I tend to enjoy more than others. So the other story in that was that his wife had gotten killed and stuff like that. He would have visions, hallucinations, and all that type of stuff. And just like in you, I enjoy hallucinations and dream sequences and nightmares and all that depicted in the film, because it's different. It's not used frequently all the time. It's used sparingly, which, just like going back to blood, you rarely see blood in back in the day horror movies. I don't think I've seen an ounce of blood, and goddamn, but that, it was just straight up stabbing, sneaking up, sneaking, being conniving, backdooring type of killing. It wasn't really no fucking blood, gory-ish type of stuff that I'm used to seeing. That's because it was more story-driven. When it's more story-driven, you really need blood to tell a story. When it calls for it, when it's that type of movie, then that's when it's important to bring in the blood elements to the story. So yeah, that makes sense. And it's just facts. It's not spoilers. It's not, I guess, it's what I think and know, in my opinion. But yeah, but that from 1955, if I had to rate it, I'd give it, wait, I already rated it. I said no need to regurgitate that. If I had to rate the Vincent Price movies, I say the Pendulum, The Masked Cube, a Red, fucking The Bat, The Monster Club, some of those movies. Anyway, I'm gonna get off this live. I love you guys. Peace.